Morning, y'all. I know we all woke up to a bit of a surprise this morning, so I just wanted to touch base with everyone to be sure that we're really clear on expectations for how class is going to go over the next week and a half and potentially beyond that. So first, I just want to share with you that I have updated our website where it used to say snow days. It now says e-learning, and that's because I'm going to be posting our class activities here. We are going to be treating these closure days as we did with snow days in terms of procedure. So you will have some assignments to come and work on during this time so that we can keep up with our College Board approved syllabus. So you're going to go to my class website. You're going to either click on e-learning and you can scroll down. The video that I'm making right now is going to be here. You're watching on this page right now, hopefully. And then each day you'll click on the appropriate link for the day's class. I've set this up so you can also hover over e-learning and access the same information there. So there will be a list that gets built out here as I create pages for each of the days. So you're going to navigate, for example, to the work for today and tomorrow. The first thing that you'll notice on this page is that I've given you a slide that is our daily agenda. Please note that this is a modified agenda. This is not all that I was planning on doing in class with you, but it is kind of the most important stuff that I'm expecting that you keep up with in preparation for returning and getting back to it. My hope is that the activities that I'm skipping over right now will have time to come back to later. If we continue to be closed for more than just this week and a half, this list may grow a little bit as we run out of time as this closure continues onwards. So I will let you know if that's going to happen, but please rest assured right now we are not doing all the things we are supposed to be doing. We're doing just kind of the bare minimum, the important things for that. So as you can see for this class today and B5 tomorrow, you guys are going to be doing a Socratic Seminar alternative. We're going to use a discussion board and then a close reading activity, that paragraph and reflection. I also want you to notice that on the right hand side where the homework is, I've not done any major updates to this just because I don't know how things are going to go. So I strongly encourage you to keep a close eye on these dates because things may change. I'm not going to make a video for every class. You're just going to look through here because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I will explain anything that's kind of a major shift that we need to. Below the agenda for the day, each day, you'll see the directions for class. So as I mentioned, today we have a Socratic Seminar and we have a close reading. So you'll notice here that it talks about we're going to be doing a discussion board. Remember, those discussion boards are on Vision. When you go to our Vision page and scroll down, there's an A3 and a B5 section. Notice that for the discussion boards, they are broken up by the novel that you're reading. So for reading segment 1, there's one board for A Prayer for Owen Meany and another for the House of the Spirits. And that is separated by A3 and B5. So please be sure that you are posting in the correct place for those discussion boards. Now with the discussion boards, I am going to change a couple of the expectations for participation because of the situation that we're in. So first, you are going to be posing at least one question, which is what we did before, but I am changing the number of responses. I'm now requiring 6 responses because I want more of a conversation to be happening than has happened in the past. I do want to point out that the one question does not have to be the start of a new thread. It can be a related question within a pre-existing thread that a conversation has already started. So A3, there are 26 of you. That does not mean there needs to be 26 different new threads. You can start a new thread, but you don't have to with a question. The question should still be the literary analysis or literary theory questions that we have as that expectation for your 6 questions that you would have come into with the seminar. The other new things are number 2, that all questions need to be posted at least 12 hours before the discussion board closes in order to earn credit. Posting a question at the last minute is a point grab, not a conversation starter, and questions should be conversation starters and continuers. So please be mindful of that as you are pacing out how to do your discussion board between now and Monday or Tuesday if you're B5. And then the last thing related to those expectations are that I've noticed in the past several discussion boards, there's been a lot of redundancy. So people asking the same questions or people answering questions using information that's already been used to answer the question. That is no longer going to earn any credit because it's kind of like saying exactly the same thing as someone else just said in a Socratic seminar. You need to build off of ideas if you're going to be using someone else's post that they already asserted something with. So please be mindful of that. Redundancies will not earn credit. That also means that you need to read what other people have said and not just say whatever you want to say without paying attention to anyone else. Just like before, the discussion boards are going to be graded assignments in place of the Socratic seminar. They are, however, only going to be 10-point assignments instead of 20-point assignments for right now. That's mostly because I'm not grading your 6 questions and all that kind of stuff. So I'm doing only the participation part of the Socratic seminar. Now, with that being said, I am going to be assigning grades to things that have not traditionally been graded so far in AP Lit. So, for example, the close reading that you're also doing is going to be awarded a completion grade. And this is how I'm going to kind of average out those missing Socratic seminar page grades and those points. So notice for this close reading, I've given you the title of the poem. I have your directions. You've got your prompt. You've got your writing reflection to do, just like we always do. And this close reading will be assigned a completion grade. Some of these other activities we're doing will get quality grades. Some will get completion. Sometimes close readings will get completion. Sometimes they will get quality. So please be sure that you are doing all of the things listed in the activities for the day, because there will be points assigned to things, even if they have not traditionally got points in the past. So for the things that you're doing today, these assignments are due next week at the start of class. There are a couple of other things that I do want to point out as we move forward into this kind of uncharted territory, if you will. The first is that there are going to be things next week that are time sensitive. And what I mean by that is that the 90-minute time that our class typically meets, so for A3, that's from 1 o'clock to 2:30, and for B5, that's from 9:15 to 10:45. There will be things that must happen on the day of class, quote unquote, during that time frame. So you do need to be checking these during our class time or a little before. I will always try to have these posted no later than 8 a.m. Some mornings it will be earlier than that. But so you'll know what's coming before class time starts, but you do need to be available and keep your schedule open during our class times. That is partially because I'm trying to work on some ways so that rather than doing a ton of discussion boards, we're able to have virtual conversations as Socratic seminars, so you don't have as much reading tons of posts and taking the time to write the posts and all that kind of stuff. So that is something that I'm working on and hopefully going to be able to figure out an option for. But it will mean that there are times where you have to be doing AP Lit stuff and you need to keep that hour and a half of your schedule free on the days that our classes are scheduled or were scheduled to meet before the closure. The last thing that I want to say is just that I know about as much as you guys do right now in terms of the plan, and plans change a lot in Loudoun County. So when I get more information from Loudoun County about expectations and how e-learning is going to work and all of that, the things that I just said may get modified some. I will let you know as soon as I know those sorts of things. But please know that we're in a flexible situation right now. If our closure continues past the 20th, as I mentioned before, the workload that you see on those agendas may increase a little bit as I'm trying to compensate for the things that I'm skipping right now. I will continue to distill down to just the very most important things. But there are a lot of important things that we need to do with the exam coming up. So know that the workload may increase a little bit starting on the 23rd if we're still in this situation or a similar one. So that pretty much wraps it up. If you have questions, please shoot me an email and reach out. I have notifications on my phone, so I'll see emails pretty quickly. As you guys send them, let me know if there's anything that you're concerned about or want to talk through, and we'll kind of go from there. I hope you enjoy a little bit of extra relaxation time. I hope that you stay safe, and that you let me know if you need anything, because I'm here for you, just like always. All right. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and you can get going on those activities for class today and tomorrow. Have a great day.